Such an icon. Those plays are so crazy. Our first guest today, one of the greatest players in all of NFL history, 3-time All-Pro, a 6-time Pro Bowler, and a Hall of Famer. Please welcome Detroit legend, wide receiver, Megatron. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing? Thanks for having me.
Of course, you're the best. Listen, these Lions, pressure's on.
Oh, man, it's a lot of hype. There's a lot of hype. Everybody here is excited. I can't go anywhere in Detroit without somebody asking me how the Lions are going to do this year with a smile on their face, So everybody's excited. I'm excited myself.
I mean, I'm looking at the FanDuel Sportsbook, suggestions here when you're looking at the NFC North. I'm a Chicago girl. No surprise there at the bottom. They got to dig themselves. A little bit of a surprise since Jordan Love's such an unknown. But the Lions, they're sitting there pretty. Are you confident, like all the Lions fans are, that they can live up to these big expectations?
I mean, I expect them to take the North myself. I mean, Minnesota, they have a solid quarterback. Green Bay, in Chicago, we've seen their quarterbacks a little bit, not necessarily on Green Bay's, but, they got to have a heck of a season out of nowhere. So I do have high expectations for what these Lions can do this year.
Can we take a look at what is behind you? Like, your trophy case is insane. You've got the Madden cover back there. I see that. All the game balls. Tell me about some of the things you have there.
I got just a bunch of random stuff. Things I've gathered over the years. A couple cool things. I got the NFL honors. That was a cool award. The Thanksgiving next to that, the Phil Simms Award, the Iron in the middle. Obviously, the Madden cover. That's pretty cool. But one of my favorites is I got this ball right here with a bunch of Hall of Famers signatures on it. Generations of Hall of Famers. The guys I looked up and who they looked up to. So that's one of my favorite things in here.
Calvin, do you think you should maybe like take that Hall of Fame bust and move it up a level? You think you should maybe put it up on one of the higher shelves?
I don't want to put it up because I don't want it to just distract folks. It's very distracting when I'm looking on the Zoom and I see it I see it behind me. It's very distracting and it just gets everybody off top.
Yeah, we love a humble king. We do. We really do. Joined by Calvin Johnson, one of the best to ever do. Listen, Aaron Rodgers is going to have a bust. He's going to be in the Hall of Fame. He started off his preseason in Canton with the Jets, 39-year-old quarterback. A couple questions. He got an O-line that I don't really know if it's going to hold up and protect him. But he leaves the NFC North. Now he's in the AFC. Your thoughts on the Jets and Aaron Rodgers as we are 6 days away from the season?
Man, I mean, I got to see Aaron Rodgers, unfortunately, my whole career, obviously he's a super dynamic player, a great leader. So I have high expectations. He has a good receiver group over there, and then that D-line over there, So if my thing for them is they have some good play from their secondary behind that defensive line, which I assume is going to play well this year. They're going to have Aaron on the field a lot. And the more times Aaron gets the ball, the more dangerous he's going to be.
Yeah, I think you and I have that similar pain of Aaron Rodgers. Just being a fan and you having to face him. But I know he loved you, as we talked about last time you were on. You love Matt Stafford. I worked, of course, with Nate. Every day Nate would tell me how great Stafford is, what a great guy he is, how much he loved playing with him. Yeah. Well, according to his wife on her podcast, he might be having some trouble relating to the youngsters on the team. Players are calling him Sir Calvin. Has your quarterback turned into an old man yelling at guys to get off of his lawn? What is this?
What year is Matt in now? What year is he in?
I don't know, but I think he's 34,
like
35,
13
36, 35.
Or 14.
15, 15.
When you get past he's an old man in the league, 100%. You think about it, the average career is probably 3 years of that. So most of the guys are probably in their first couple of years, and look at him in the league 3 times as long as they've been there. So, I would be saying yes, sir, to him too.
How did he relate to players in that locker room? Like, what was the magic of Stafford when you played with him?
I think the thing with Stafford, he just wanted to be one of the guys. He wanted to work hard. He wanted to show, that he's going to put in the work with everybody else. And I think that's why he garnered so much respect as a leader on our team. And obviously with his talent, he was a Pro Bowler. He's a Super Bowl champion. So kudos to Matthew. I'm excited for him. Hopefully he gets into the season. I'm assuming he's going to go into the season healthy this year. I haven't talked to him here recently, but I'll probably reach out to him here before the season starts.
Yeah, entering his 15th season is like it's a good question to ask. Like, how long can he go?
Hey, I mean, shoot, he's a quarterback. As long as he's not taking big hits like he was early in his career, he can stretch it out here. And he's got to, take care of his body and, make sure he stays active, stays mobile, take care of all those muscles around the joints to take the most impact, and he'll be all right. He can play as long as he wants to.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say as long as he wants to. At some point, your body's is going to go the opposite way of what your mind's telling you.
Unless, of course, you have primitive performance.
Oh, yeah, that primitive performance, if I would have had that while I was playing, who knows what I would have had. Yeah, 100%. It's all about recovery. Being able to recover will allow you to perform at your best the next day. So that's a big part of our push with primitive performance and what we're doing there. Check it out, primitiveperformance.com online.
What's the latest? Because the last time I had you on, I had a cream. I literally put it on my neck, and it was like numb in the best way possible for hours. It's amazing. You guys, it's a topical cream you can put on, but what's the latest with Primitive?
So Primitive and Primitive Performance are two different companies. Primitive Performance is, we dropped that this year. And it's a performance line featuring nanotechnology. And nanotechnology is just a delivery method of the medicine, the cannabinoids, which is what we're providing with with these products, with the CBD topical, which features CBD, CBG, CBN, and CBG, all powerful anti-inflammatories. And our ORS was just simply a rehydration mix, a powder mix with CBD in it as well, 25 milligrams. No THC in any of these products. That's why they're available online at primitiveperformance.com. And also, we also have a promo code, I believe, today for UK. I think it's K25. There's a promo code K25. You go online and you get 25% off any Primitive Performance product that you want to purchase.
When I tell
today.
you, I have nothing. I don't know Rob Sims. I think Calvin Johnson's great, but I do not know these gentlemen. We are not in business together. But this stuff took it out of me. Like, it is the most powerful. You're naming all these different things in it. No THC, but literally everything else that could be in there and that is not harmful to you will work and help you guys out. And it is all about recovery, and that's something that you've stood for so long, which is amazing. We're talking about how powerful stuff is. Let's talk about this running back, this new kid, Jahmyr Gibbs. I just made a prediction. I think, we love Bijan Robinson, but I think Gibbs has the best path in order to reach total yards this season above every other rookie. You, my friend, were the #2 overall pick in 2007. What's the biggest challenge? Let's start here. The biggest challenge in handling the pressure of being a first-round draft pick and a playmaker as a rookie?
Yeah, it's just, real lot getting over the number pick you were, and just getting settled in and getting settled into the speed of the game. And the way to do that is just really to understand what you have to do. So you got to get into your book. You play fast when you know what you got to do. When you're out there thinking, you can't play fast. So as long as Jahmyr goes into this season, he has a good understanding of the playbook and knows what he has to do. He could play as fast as he did at the collegiate level, without thinking and making it instinct. And the big thing is just combating the pressure. How you combat the pressure, you do it with preparation.
Now, I said his name and you kind of smiled. So what do you like about his game? I know you're close to the team. What are we liking about Gibbs?
That goes back. I like Gibbs because I knew of Gibbs when he was coming out of high school. He was recruited by Georgia Tech. And one of my good friends, Tashard Choice, he's now coaching at University of Texas, running back coach. He recruited Jahmyr to Tech. And you're like, why would he go to a triple option team? I don't know either, but I know why he went to Tech was because of Tashard Choice. He's just that infectious character and a great coach. So he went to Tech and then ended up transferring, I believe, to Alabama. So that's why I knew about him. My buddy Tashard raved about him back then, and I was able to see him then, got to see him at Alabama, and it's just cool to be able to have him here in Detroit.
I love that. We're wishing the rookie all the best of luck. Now, I do have some Calvin Johnson rookie trivia for you that my producers looked up. Do you, Calvin, remember what team you caught your first touchdown against your rookie season, 2007?
Yeah, my first game. Oakland Raiders.
Oakland Raiders. Take me through this play. Woo!
Oh, man. On this route, I was supposed to go underneath, so it was a crossing route. And, obviously I'm supposed to be the over top, but I actually went underneath no, I went over top and I was supposed to be going underneath to get the ball. So I messed up on the route. I could have not gotten the ball on this route, but Kitten stuck with me and got me in the end zone because I would have got chewed out, cussed out by Coach Marks.
Calvin, I feel like you could have messed up all of your routes on all of your 83 receiving touchdowns in your career, and it wouldn't have mattered because you would have found the end zone. You were so good out there. So 83 receiving touchdowns. Here's more trivia. Do you remember how many rushing touchdowns you had?
Just one. They didn't let me run the ball enough. I had success in my rookie year running the ball, got a touchdown on a reverse, and then really after that, I didn't run the ball too much more. I did have a fumble one time against I think Chicago. Julius Peppers kind of grabbed me like a little child and knocked the ball out. Yeah,
this is week 6 against the Bucs.
Yeah, this is a good one.
They should have let you run the ball more, huh?
100%. I got a lethal stiff arm.
Is there a wide receiver in the league or in 2023 right now that reminds you of Calvin that you've got a little extra rooting interest in on Sunday afternoons?
Maybe not in terms of size, but as far as going up and getting the ball, there's a couple guys out there. You got, I just always refer to them as those LSU guys. Jamar and Jefferson, Jamar Chase and Jefferson up in Minnesota. Guys that go up and use their hands and not afraid to, make plays in the middle of the field. Obviously, I love Diggs. I got to see him grow from when he was in Minnesota, from rookie, and watching him now. The success that he's continuing to have as a pro. Goodness gracious, Tyreek Hill. He ain't the biggest guy, but he's not afraid to go up and make a play. Obviously, he's one of those guys that, if healthy and he has a healthy quarterback, who knows, what he can do, what kind of records they might be able to break. So, there's a bunch of guys, there's a couple guys out there. There's more than, and then you got I don't even want to forget my guys. I love Philadelphia. I love Philadelphia because my guy Slay is over there. That's my guy when we played together. I love the quarterback and watching him fight the adversity from college all the way to where he is now. But those, the AJ and I don't want to get his name wrong, but
Devontae
Smith. There you go.
Devontae Smith.
AJ and Devontae. I love watching those guys play.
You mentioned Slay. It's nice to see a wide receiver give a corner so much love. That's your boy?
That's my dog. We went through it. I got tired of Slay. When we have one-on-ones and anything, it will always be me against Slay. But he was great work for me. I believe it was great work for him as well. That's why I think, he's turned out to be such a great player, and he's helped me become a great player too.
Now, when we were watching that rushing touchdown, I didn't see the footage before the show, but can we run that back, that rushing touchdown in his rookie season? Because these black unis that y'all wore, I'm just Googling them. They're so good. And I think the fans I want them back. Do the fans want them back? Do you want them back? These are sick.
Everybody wanted them back. I don't know why we didn't wear them more. I believe that was because that was our rookie year that we went. No, that wasn't my rookie year. Was this my rookie year?
It is. Yeah,
so that wasn't okay.
Yep.
Well,
week 6.
I don't know why we didn't wear them anymore because it wasn't like we went on 16 that year. We went on 16 the next year. But I don't know. I love that jersey. There's a bunch of years there we didn't even wear the throwbacks for Thanksgiving while I was playing. But, the black jerseys are awesome. They're cold-blooded.
Yeah, I love them. All right, Primitive, you guys can go. There's a promo code. Tell me this. Give me the perfect regime when it comes to athletes or non-athletes using those products. What's the best regimen? What's the best regimen?
Sure.
Like what? Yeah.
I'll tell you how I use it, put it like that. Anytime I'm about to go out or if I'm in the heat, I'm always have a rehydration solution in my water. I try to, just consume, my body weight, have my body weight ounces a day, which is a lot of ounces. But, that helps me consume it and put it down because it's hard just to drink water sometimes. But I want to make sure I'm hydrated because I sweat heavily. And then when I have chronic swelling in my ankles and my knees, I got a jacked up finger. It gives me a little bit of arthritis. So I use the topical I started using prior to going out and when I'm playing golf, whether I'm walking, snowboarding, whatever I'm doing. I put it on prior now to eliminate the swelling after. Because I used to put it on after And I was like, okay, let me be a little more proactive here. And it kind of keeps the swelling down after the events. And I still use it after it as well. So, because swelling will occur sometimes for me overnight. But it is doing a great job. I'm not, I'm not walking on balloons now. So, I mean, I would only put out a product that I felt worked for me. And I feel like, if professional athletes and it works for them, that, it should work for most everybody else as well.
It's a beautiful thing. I can't imagine being on a mountain and seeing Megatron snowboarding past me. Is that that's a thing that happens?
Are you on the mountain?
No.
Do you ski?
I'm eating French fries and like I'm eating French fries and like warming my feet by the fire at the bottom. You're a snowboarder?
You'll see me. Yes, I am. You'll see me in Vail, Park City. I haven't been to Aspen yet. I want to go international, but Park City is my favorite. I'm looking for the snow. I'm trying to find where it's snowing at, and I'm trying to make a trip. But I've been snowboarding for about 5 years now. My wife got me skiing after I retired, and I was like, she kept on trying to get me to ski while I was playing, and then when I retired, I always told her, I was like, baby, I don't do nothing on ice, and she got me out there skiing. And I loved it. I love being on the mountain. I love being outside, period. And then I like snowboarding more because I like being locked in so that my knees and ankles don't take as much abuse.
Mm-hmm.
I
mean, you'd be terrifying on a mountain. I'm just saying, I would be. Can you imagine like being on the ski lift and being like Megatron? Like you're so noticeable, but it's kind of cool because you can hide because there's a helmet.
Yeah, I got my guy. I mean, yeah, you see a big guy, and there's a lot of big guys out there. I mean, I saw a 7-footer out there last year of all things skiing. I was like, goodness gracious. But, I mean, yes, you'll see me at those places for sure.
And you'll go to Aspen, you'll ski down. There's this place called the Little Nell. It's got the best après ski. There's this place called Cloud 9 in the sky, and it's like people are popping champagne bottles. It's a lot of fun. You, me, your wife, Calvin, I'll find someone to go with. We got this. Thank you for joining the show. You're the best. Big, good vibes for the Lions. No good vibes for Aaron Rodgers. You and I have that in common.
Good to see you, Kate. Very good to see you. You guys, please check out the performance, Kate 25. There it is.
There we go. We appreciate you. Move that bust up. Come on, he's a Hall of Famer. He's like got it like in a crate next to like I don't even know, like a soccer mom award. Hey, thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest Up and Adams content right on YouTube.